Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again. We're on the road to Season 3 of Attack on Titan. So, yeah, we've got more OVAs coming up. Yesterday was Ilse's Notebook. Today, it's going to be No Regrets. So that means you're going to get Part 1 and Part 2 both today. So I've decided on the order that I'm going to be doing them. I believe there is 7 OVAs out now. I think there's an 8th one coming in August. So, yesterday obviously was Ilse's Notebook. Today is No Regrets Part 1 and Part 2. Tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday will be the, I guess, considered like the less important ones. So there's one called, something Visitors, I think, and then there's another one. So those will be for Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday will be Lost Girls Part 1, Part 2. And then Sunday will obviously be the start of Season 3, Episode 1. So yeah, no regrets. From what I've heard, this seems to be like the quintessential OVA for Attack on Titan, pretty much across the board. That's what I hear. This one is really good, so I'm looking forward to it. The only thing I really know about it is it delves into sort of like Levi's past, so that's always good. Nice to see where, how he got to where he is. So it should be interesting. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about, so let's just get into it right now then, shall we? Let's see. No Regrets Part 1. No, 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 not down the drain! Oh shit! Is this the fucking... Weren't they talking about this at one point? Like, there being an underground city? I think Armin was saying it, right? At one point. Is Levi? Wait, sorry. What, is he a criminal?
商人どもにせっつかれたに決まってる。ああ、この間また奴らの金庫から相当寄付してもらったからね。行くぞ。
地下街、三重の壁に守られ、選ばれた者たちが住む最も安全な地域の地下にそれは。
So is it not Wall Cena then, I guess?
一度も地上に出ることなく、一生を終えることも珍しくなかった。
How did they manage this? Was it built or?
待たせたな。前回と今回の分だ。俺。ああ、ありがとう。
Oh, a bit extra. Cheeky.
みんなへの分け前も増えた。
Is it like...
増やしすぎたやつもいたように見えたがな。ヤンの足がまた悪くなってるのは気づいたろ。高いんだよ、薬。最近値上がりしたしな。たく、地下商人のやつら。聞いたか？
So is it like a Robin Hood type situation here?
値上がりしたって。ああ。あれじゃ、貧乏人はますます日の光。
I get it. Okay. So there's a tool to get up top? Could they not just use the maneuver gear to get up?
で外に出たところで。居住権がなきゃ大していられない。
Oh wow.
すぐに強制送還。
That's weird. That's mad. It's like a
足の悪いやつが多いのも日光が足りないせいらしいけどさ。せめていい病院探すよ。そうか。なんだガキか。脅かしてくれるよ。
What?
床を汚してくれたことは多めに見て今すぐ出ていけ。
甘く見んな。
Oh wait, is this before what just happened at the start? It must be.
おい、ここに小汚ねえガキが来たろ。ここら辺はそんなのばっかりだよ。おい、いたぜ。やっぱりか。てめえら仲間か。いや。じゃあそいつを渡してもらおうか。かぼっても損するだけだぜ。
Oh my god, get fucked. He's so relentless.
おい、いつまで懐に抱えてるつもりだ。死んじまうだろうが。
だ ってあったかいと思って。
There's a bird in here?
どうしたんだ鳥なんて。
こいつだって地下街なんかより空飛びたいだろ。
それはいいが、こいつ羽痛めてるぞ。
え、マジで？うまいねあんた。ラム、私も仲間に入れてくれ。
え？
あんたたち立体起動装置使ってたろ？見たことあるんだ。
ここにいるなら立体起動より先に掃除を覚えろ。
Dieser niedrige Raum ist nicht schlecht. Wir können uns gut verstehen. Ist nur das Trinken und Singen. Wir begrüßen morgen. So ist es immer unter rußiger.
Is there straight up pool at the surface there? I don't know how I feel about like that ended on a minor chord there. What? Does that mean the fucking it's about to turn shitty? Oh Christ.
なんだよおっさん、なんか用か。
仕事を頼みに来た。いや、彼の足はもう
Is it a hospital, is it?
地上の病院で治療をしなければ。
いいだろう。
Are they going up to the surface?
そいつらか。はい、腕は確かだと。
なんだてめえは。
こうして私が直接会ったことが
It's
全
alright
て
to trust
相当
me.
のリスクを私も背負っている。お前たちが受け取るのは莫大な金だけではない。地上の居住権だ。
Shit.
一つ言っておく。お前たちがこの仕事をやるやらないにかかわらず、ターゲットは接触してくるだろう。つまり無関係ではいられないということだ。
Right, here we are again at the
リヴァイ、来たぞ。追ってな。
shit, is that cervical?
憲兵団か、懲りない連中だぜ。
This is an interesting version of this song. I like it.
奴ら
Is that the target he was talking
あ
about
の自
then?
由の翼の紋章。
Yeah.
調査兵団だ。
Shit! It's Erwin.
さて、調査兵団の腕前見せてもらおうか。
Oh shit. He's fucking. Well, there's Mika. There's Owen. Yep. Oh my god! It's crazy!
よさ、周りをよく見ろ。状況判断が早いな。立体起動の腕も見事だった。あれは誰に教わった？
Yeah, I was wondering who taught like Levi that and stuff. Oh!
独学だと信じられんな。
この薄暗いゴミためから少しでも浮き上がるために身につけたんだ。光が当たって当然のお前らにはわからないだろうな。
私の名はエルヴィン・スミス。お前の名は？
リヴァイ。
リヴァイ、私と取引しないか？お前たちの罪は問わない。
You joined the survey call.
代わりに力を貸せ。
Figured as much.
調査兵団に入団するのだ。
It.
好きな方を選べ。
いいだろう。調査兵団に入ってやる。
I mean, it's still a ticket to the surface, isn't it? So that's what they wanted. Alright, No Regrets Part 1. Oh, God, I love this. I really love it. So the Underground District. Sealed Immigration is what Armin called it anyway in the narration. Sealed Immigration. So it's weird. It almost acts like a separate country. Like you have to get citizenship to get to the surface. I mean, you can pay to get through, but you can only do so for a limited time. Like it's like it's weird. It's almost it's like it's a different country. And it makes me wonder, like, is each wall like that? Like, if you wanted to get, like, if you were, like, in Wall Maria, but you wanted to get into Wall Rose, and the same, like, if you were in Wall Rose, if you wanted to get into Wall Cena, would you have to get a citizenship to pass, like, to go through there? And, like, that is the same system? Because that's crazy. Like... It's so weird. Like, there's a lot of questions that because of this. Like, I mean, well, first of all, when was it built? Because if we're going by like how, like how long they have had this Titan threat, right? And considering how big underground it is, like how huge of an area it is, I mean, it looks huge. I believe it's under Wall Cena. And I'm not sure how far it extends, if it even extends like into Wall Rose or something, maybe, I don't know, but it's... I mean, you have to think that that was there beforehand. Like, it had to have been there before the Titans thing, because I was so like, you know what I mean, when they said like how long it was since like the Titans came about and stuff, I was like, there was no way you were building those walls in that time. And you know, with the revelation that there are Titans in the walls, like, you know what I mean, then it becomes a possibility. But there is nothing like that you can say about this massive cavern thing. Like, you are not digging out that entire area, building up like a sort of civilization inside of it in that amount of time. So that must have been there beforehand. And like, what was it for? Was it, I guess it probably was like used as a, I could see it being used as like a last resort thing, like if sort of the Titans overtook all of the land, like if they took over, like ended up taking over like Wall Cena and stuff, then everyone would like go underground, right? I figured that's how it would work. I figured that's what like they'd use it for. But it seems so like slummy. You know what I mean? Like very like under there, considering it's under Wall Cena and like underground and stuff, it's very slums ish. What's the word for it? Like very like downtrodden, like, you know what I mean, where like a lot of criminal activity like happens, you know what I mean, you're considering what like that sort of like Levi organization is. But it seems like very much, it's more like Robin Hood type criminal level, where it's not like, you know what I mean, they're not dicks. They're just trying to survive, and they're trying to do for the good of everybody else, you know. Instead of like all of the wealthy getting rich and shit, and the poor just remain poor. But there seems to be, but there's no like. It seems like there is no nobility there. Like there's nobility up above, and like they send obviously like military police like under the jurisdiction of these nobility to like guard the stairways and stuff. But the only like sort of people who actually make any money down there are merchants, right? I think that's what they said. It was something like that. But yeah, it's very slums like, you know what I mean? Like that's where the poor live. Like on the edge of Wall Maria and stuff like that, or like in Wall Maria and stuff, they have a better living condition up there. No matter how close you are to the edge and whatever like that. No matter where you're situated. If you're up above ground, you're living in better conditions than you are down below. I mean, I just love the way, like, they portray, like, the obvious hierarchy of the rich versus the poor, or, you know what I mean? Because obviously you've got the three encircled, you know, cities, like, so you've got Wall Maria, Wall Rose, Wall Cena, you know, the highborn and fucking all the rich nobility fuckers, you know what I mean? Like, you get them, like, I don't know, maybe like in Wall Rose or something like that, but, you know what I mean? Like, but the very high class people are in, obviously, the middle. It's the most safest and whatnot, but you have these sort of, like, outer cities, you know, the sort of bits that come off that act as gates into each wall. Specifically the ones on the very outskirts, like Shiganshina, the town where Eren was from and stuff like that. Like they get given like provisions and like for being like essentially like bait to Titans, because, you know what I mean, that's where the Titans always show up, is like around these fucking little areas and stuff. But, you know what I mean, it's like the obvious portrayal of like the hierarchy system of, you know, the high class and highborn, the fucking most important of the important, will be directly in the middle, higher up, while the lowest of the low are literally underground in shit conditions. You know, and it's almost like with this story, like this show, it's so well thought out, every like inch of it, that I'm always intrigued by this show. I love it. I'm always hyped for it. Always love it. I find it's like so like interesting, like how the people underground are sort of devolving, or like they're not really evolving, they're sort of adapting, or their body's like adapting to the conditions and the environment that they're in, because I guess they've been there so long. Like, it just makes me think, like, how many generations of people down here never see the surface, and that, you know, it's interesting to me that out of everything that is sort of like adapting to the condition, their legs are the ones that are sort of doing it, and their legs are going bad because of it. I'm not sure if there is something if there's something to do with like a lack of like if there's a deficiency in some like vitamin or something that the sun gives you that causes them to get bad legs. But then why would it just be bad legs? Like, I'm just interested to know, like, why it isn't, like, sort of eyesight or things like that, you know? If they've been underground for so long, like, their eyesight, I guess, remains the same, but their legs go bad. It's just interesting how that works. But, yeah. I mean, I guess the whole cavern thing just must have been there before. Like, this must have been something they built, like, beforehand. Like, I figure, like, it's probably the whole like where the wall and like all the cities are situated, this whole wall thing, it must have been like before the Titans showed up, must have been like its own sort of civilization, right? Obviously you had the sort of the, I don't know, maybe like a keep or a castle or, you know, a palace, something like in the middle where Walled Cena is now, right? And then they probably had like just underground, like an underground thing built there already before this all went down, and then they just, you know, I mean, that's just what it is. It would be interesting to know, like, if Levi, I imagine Levi was born there then. I wonder if anyone's like sort of discarded there, you know, like if they're like up above, there's sort of a, like, obviously you have these trials and stuff for like things, and obviously like, I don't know, if you might get executed, you might get just put in prison, or you might get discarded to the underground district, like, you know what I mean, like stuff. I wonder if there's like sort of laws like put in place, like, in punishments such as that, or is it just like, you know, you are born there and that's it. If you want to get out, then I feel like there must be like a sort of a system where like people are, because I imagine if you live on the top, you can just go in and out at will, I guess. You know, I'm just thinking, like, if it ever got to a point where, I mean, well, considering how big it is, but like if anyone, like, because eventually there could be a way that like everybody from underground could just make their way up top, or what if everyone died? Then there'd be nobody living down there, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So there's got to be like some sort of like thing that goes on up above on the surface that that puts people down there. Maybe, I don't know. It's interesting. I wrote down, do they know about the Titans and stuff? Clearly they do. Like they would have never seen one, but they do know about that kind of stuff. So they're not entirely like oblivious to what's going on up top, and things like that. Somebody mentioned the 11th stairway, so there's multiple stairways then, under jurisdictions of like different types of nobility, I guess. They almost acted like that stairway, like, oh no, if you want to get up our stairway, you have to pay this. Like, so it's like different stairways have different rules. I guess the nobles that are in charge of it kind of maybe dictate what they need to do to get up there, I guess. I mean, so you can pay a toll to get up there, but it's almost like going on holiday somewhere, I guess. Like, that's just how it is. You can't, like, if you go to holiday somewhere, it's not like you can just like take a plane to fucking, I don't know. You can't just take a plane to, well, fucking Japan and then just live there. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have like a visa and shit, or a citizenship, to like stay there and work there, and, you know, and shit like that, and live there. So yeah, I reckon it's the same sort of thing. Like, you pay a toll to go on holiday up there for like a week, you know, and see what it's like. But it's interesting how, like, I figure this is why I think that maybe the underground district like spans under like maybe Wall Rose. I'll be surprised if it goes all the way to like Wall Maria, because, but then again, it's like it says the 11th stairway. I figure the stairways are pretty like far between each other, like they're not going to be very close, so maybe it does. But when I'm trying to like visualize like how big of an area that is, like, it's a wonder how it hasn't like crumbled in on itself, you know what I mean? Like, because there has to be like fucking like natural support in place and stuff like that, but I never once when I was looking around like saw like a big fucking like land pillar thing like holding it up or shit like that, you know? So for it to stretch that far, I don't know. But yeah, like that's what it makes me think, like it spans at least into Wall Rose, because I find it interesting how, considering how poor the underground district is, that if you have enough money, you can go straight up into the Cena district, like the most high-born area of the upper, you know. I don't know. I mean, it's strange. But, no, well, that's what it is. So yeah, we've got Isabel and Farlan. The two sort of other characters, I guess, that this short couple of years revolve around, along with Levi. I want to know what that hole was all about, because obviously Isabel had the bird, right? And then they just let it go through a hole. Like, where does that hole go? It looked very bright, like, I imagine it must be closed off somehow, but, like, you know, considering they have maneuver gear, like, I'm just wondering if they could have just got through there, but I mean, I guess not, because otherwise why wouldn't they have done it? Last thing, I like how Erwin knelt in the puddle and dirtied himself when he was when he went, like, you know, kind of brought him down to, like, he brought himself down to, like, Levi's kind of level, you know what I mean, to kind of get that sort of I feel like that connection of trust and you know, sort of like respect. I feel like, you know what I mean, I feel like Erwin's like that, you know what I mean. Obviously he's not. Erwin gives off this sort of attitude of, he does believe that that society in which they live is very unfair and not, like, and it's definitely not just. Like, I feel like that's like what Erwin feels, and I think, you know what I mean, he understands the sort of predicament and the lives that Levi and his friends, like, live. And I like how he's like, he like, I figured this is almost how it would go. Like, Erwin would obviously, because he's logical and he knows the ins and outs, obviously if he didn't offer up a job like that, then they would just be tossed away. You know, and I feel like he would have give, like, these guys a sort of an opportunity to get into the Surfing Corps, like, even if they weren't, like, as good as they are with maneuver gear, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, I feel like that's how he sees himself. I feel like he just, like, because he knows how good they are with maneuver gear, like, it's an easier process to get them into the Survey Corps, you know? So yeah, I like how, I do like how Erwin did that, and he just knelt in the puddle, because, you know, I feel like they made a note to point that out, that that's what he did. And it, you know what I mean, like, I think it's stuff like that that eventually comes to pass, like, why Levi, like, actually does respect Erwin, you know, a lot, and you see it, like, in the actual episodes and things. So it's good. It's very good, very cool. So yeah, that is it. That is all I've got for this episode. So we're going to move straight on to episode 2 now. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, I'll just give a little bit, do my little bit shilling like I normally do. Everybody, go in the description. Go to the Discord link. Join the Discord, because the Discord's fucking great, and we've got a great community over there. It's awesome. Come chill with us. We've got loads of different shit. We've got karaoke. We've got rabbit streams. We've got Dungeons and Dragons, if that's what you want to do. I'm sure we're going to be adding a lot more things, like, as time goes on, time progresses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm always there, so, you know what I mean? Come over, have a chat. It'll be fun times. Patreon, yes, I'm upgrading Patreon next week, so a lot of the shows you'll be getting 4 episodes a week over on Patreon if you are a part of the early access tier or higher. You'll be getting 4 episodes a week as opposed to 2 episodes a week, so I'm upgrading that. There's a special Patreon announcement yet to come, and it'll get its own video then, so keep an eye out for that. And also, last thing is my PO box. If you want to send me anything, I will open them up on video, and it'll be a nice little surprise, and I'll appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Like, it's just, I think it's a cool little thing. So the PO box is in the description. If you want to send me anything, then you can do that. So yes, we're going to move on to episode or part 2 of No Regrets. So yes, that's all. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.